Hey gang, welcome back to Lonely Pines. We're just riding along here. What are we doing? We just came from Penrith Oil Refinery. Actually, we're heading back down towards Townville because we really need to upgrade these trains. A lot of things starting to look good through here, except these old oil steamers. I mean, they look pretty cool, let's be honest. They're all like they've been used well. You can see the stats on them. I'll show you when we get into the episode more, but we got plenty to crack on today. MGL, thanks for your comments last day, Matt. I hear you, my friend. I absolutely hear you. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, is doing the spit port, or the spit wharf as it was. Look at this old thing as well. Holy snap and duckfish, that's pretty old looking. Oh, should we ride on board while we have a bit of a chat here? So yes, plenty to upgrade, plenty to do. So today we're going to kick into doing these trains. We also have to look at, for these oil trains here, they're getting caught up waiting outside Townsville for the grain trains to go past because they have to switch tracks to get to another platform. So I'm thinking if we bring them a switch further up the line, it might just alleviate them having to wait for so long, and we can start getting more fuel turned over, more oil. It's all these little 1%ers that will add up to just making your lines a little bit better when you go back and revisit them. Sorry, I'm getting hiccups. So yes, and then towards after that, we'll probably turn our attention down to the spit. It's something that I've been meaning to do for a long time, and I think MGL, you've spurred it, you've kicked it into gear, and we're gonna give the guys at the spit an upgrade. Okay, without further ado, I think it's time we kick into the episode. I could do this track ride along all day, but we'll do it at the end on the new trains. Alright, let's kick into it. Right, well what do they mean by when it gets caught up? Well, we're going to see soon because we're coming around through Penrith now. And then down to the annex here, which is actually where all the oil refining takes place, into the refined oil takes place into and getting refined into fuel. Excuse me. But just while this is humming along, I want to show you just some details here on the train. These trains are you're looking at probably the other one's a bit older, I think. Actually, if we just go on the line, you can see here they are. If I switch this now, because I've just stopped at speed for a sec. Yeah, 150 and 146 respective years these guys have done, right? They still make pretty good money now and then. We want to get them making better money. Let's check their maintenance levels on them. To check how much the maintenance costs are, you can literally just click on the train details and go running costs. 1.9 a year. Now we could probably be getting better value out of something which has better tankers on it and a quicker train, and the fact that we can fix the line a little bit to get a bit better of a turnaround. So you're picking up, yeah, things are starting to ramp up here a little bit more. I think we just need to get some production and shipment in here a little bit more, and things will be starting to look really good. So which brings me to my next thing. They're getting caught up down here waiting, right? Let's just speed up here and see if it actually happens. Look at some of these trains coming through here. This is cool. That old passenger train needs to get an upgrade as well. That's the passenger train that goes up to Sorrento. So plenty. There's the other oil train. So there's two on this line currently. I don't know if we should increase their capacity, but down here is where we merge into two lanes basically. The grain actually switch over to be this right hand side, and the oil switches over to be on the inside track in here. So I'm thinking once autosaves does its thing, come on, good, right? So let's see it, bang, it sits here and waits right now, right? It's waiting, why are we waiting? Slowly dehydrating, right? And it's trying to get over here. So I'm thinking that we may bring some tracks down the middle here. Holy moly, that's going to be a nice sort of junction, isn't it, doing that? Now here's the funny thing. They actually come out. Look at the bank up right back here as well. Okay, so the trains actually come out over here. Huh. Yep, then what? What if we give them a switch up this way? Or we could alternatively, no, because they come from the refinery station here out this tunnel, right? Ooh, yes, right. And they switch here. Which is okay. But what if we actually switch these guys here? I think I get what you're saying, right? Okay, so pause while no one's around. Pause while no one's around. I know everyone's unhappy at me. Just hang on to it for a moment. Okay, getting rid of the signals. Signals need to go anyway. Right. Oh, we're running the old line as well. We may as well just keep running it for a bit. Here's what I'm thinking. And we're gonna have to fix things up down this way as well. I like how this all switches in, but at the same time it's becoming a little impractical. We want to make this look the best we can, I think. So, I'm actually going to switch these guys to this track here now. But obviously a little bit better. Okay, that's a bit better. Then what? Well, you're actually going to go... give me that track. Then let's give you a little sibling on the side there. Right. Are these tracks going to cross again? I think they are, you know. And can you get switches in here? Do we need to have switches in there? We don't really, because that looks kind of nutso, doesn't it? Yeah, it does a little bit. It's a bit too aggressive for my likings. The words flyover or underpass come in mind. So from the tunnel, what do you reckon? Like, you would do something like this. Hang on. Okay, that's all married up again. Lovely, lovely. Right, so you can leave those, but I'm thinking more. How would you feel about doing this? Not great. But that you would. Okay, let's do the easy part first, which is this one. Clearly. Okay, I love tracks going everywhere. I think it's absolutely awesome. Okay. Oh yeah. So they run straight onto there. That's good. That's good. That's the new. That's perfect. And then what? Wow. What if we did this? Oh, okay. Yeah, but I can never get the angles right. So what you kind of want to do... see, you probably need to come up this way a little bit too, don't you? What about if you just put your own in up this end? just take these back ever so slightly. You knew that was going to do that. I'll have to redo that bit. Okay, that's okay. I think you're going to have a hard time squeezing it in the ham. You could open things up a little bit. I just think it's not going to fit based on the room you've got. You could just do it yourself. Okay, and then what? You have to come from up this way. So from tunnel, oh no, look at, you've ruined the land doing that. Note to self, do not do that. Right, what if you did it from like this way over here? And then maybe surface turn the other way, please. Less. Still less. Okay, good. You want to have a little bit of angle going back that way. Okay, how are we thinking about that? That's not too bad. Also, you catenary. Damn it! We just don't need you to be catenary at the moment there. Buddy boy. And mix it up. Give us some nice brown brick. Oh yeah. Or give us these big block ones. Okay, where did I have you? You need to be about here, I think. Right there. Okay. We can decorate around the edges there to fix all that up. Oh, that looks horrible like that, doesn't it? Give me a little bit of this, please. And then I can put some landscape around it, because that actually does not like the edge of the map there like that, does it? Nope. Okay, anyway, we can fix all that. That's easily done. Now you're off. Ah, damn it. You can fix the tunnel to come a touch like more like that. Yeah, okay. You're doing a lot of pulling it right back, aren't you? Sometimes you need to there, Ham. Right, from there. You could even come back from here. Don't come back too far though. Okay. You got a big Humpty doing there too. Okay, how's that looking? What is that big hump in there? Or is it just a turn? I think it might be more the turn. Okay, we'll have a look at it on the... We'll do a quick look at it with the train right here shortly. Let's punch it in quickly. Now, the hardest thing is going to be getting this down here. Where's your friend gone? Tell you what, start getting it down here now. One, two, three. Let's try that for the starters, okay? Right, can you get one next to it? Oh, I don't like how close that's getting. Alright, well, hang on. It might just help us kick off what we need to do here. We want to have a fair bit of length on it. Okay, and it's coming into that lane there. It's quite steep, isn't it? Sure you want to be tunneling this? Yeah, like I am. Oh, that's okay. That's a gentle climb. I don't know if you're going to be able to get underground without upsetting people. I'll have a look anyway. Okay, and then what? We want to head... Okay. Take it out here because what we can fix it after by fixing it after. Trust me. Trust me. I'm a cat. Okay, how horrible does that look here? Looks horrendous. No good. Can we change up the tunnel? Potentially? Maybe. I think you're still going to run into the trouble, aren't you? Well, you are now. You get away with one. What about if we put like this on it? Well, that might do it. I think you're still going to be too wide. Try that one. No, too wide probably. And that one too wide. Try that one. I don't think it's going to work still. Yeah. Too much. Next option. Next option is to okay, next option. I didn't like it anyway. So really we've just spent like 10 whatever minutes doing nothing. It's all trial and error, you know that. Nothing in this game is ever as easy as you make it out to be. Okay. Now what? Stick to my original plan, I think. You basically just need to cross this one early, I think, don't you? If we just give it a little bit more room out here, we can probably switch these guys earlier. Which is what I was trying to do originally. It's got a tracks width in there at the moment. What if you just run them down on their own single separate track straight down the middle? Okay, I get what you mean. Because that is a gap there. Right, so they'll be doing their cross here. That's not a thing. What have you done there? And why have you allowed it? More to the point. So what you're saying is they're just going to single track themselves. Well, there's only 2 trains on it anyway. So while one's up the other end, the other one's down this end. So they're very rarely going to be yep, they're very rarely going to be. What? they just are, okay? They're very rarely going to be waiting for each other at one end. Right. So you've just added more lines and confusion. That's okay. That's okay. What we're going to do now is give it, we're going to talk to its logic. Well, He says illogically placing track. Right. Firstly, there. Secondly, waypoints. Needs an up and a back. Can we switch that to be a two-way waypoint? Nope. We can. Just give me a sec here. We'll also put a signal on this side. Okay. And we don't want you to slip at all, because this is now purely for the oil trains, right? Which is all good. And then they'll come in here on their line here, but we want them to switch here, okay? Because they want the option to go up there and up there. There, that one. Right, that's all good. Yep. Oh, we've got, that's a grain one, is it? Let's just have a look at what we've done to some of these tracks potentially, right? I love it. I love it. The oil train's on board. It's literally taken it off its own bat to do exactly what we wanted it to. We didn't even have to tell it. Sometimes the game will surprise you. That's exactly what I want it to do. I know we've just switched the problem from down here to up here, but it may just be that little bit more time that we need for it to get where it needs to get, and a lot quicker. Okay, we could probably, we'll check it out. We might put some more signal blocks in, just depending. That's kind of hideous, but at the same time necessary. Also, your tunnel. Do you want to fix your tunnel now that you've ruined it? Yeah, I do. I want to put it back to how it was. I did ruin it. Come on. And that one. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Are you happy with this now? Or happy is a matter of perspective. I don't like this here. As long as it's not too wavy and wonky, I think we'll be okay with some sort of like decoration. Like yeah, okay. Are you just putting trees in to cover up bad looking track? Hey, when would I have never not done that? Okay, also, get out of here. We can do some more decorating though. All the land needs to be painted up around here anyway and fixed up, but that sort of doesn't hide anything really, does it? I'll be honest. You could put a fence along there, that might fix it up. I mean, it doesn't look too bad now with the trees there actually. And the countryside on this side. Right, let's just check how that's going for the moment then, shall we? We shall. That's also not your oil train. It's here. It's going that way. So it is. So it is. We need an oil train. Well, how about we upgrade these trains now anyway then? Okay, and then we can check it out. Check it out. All right, I'm still not sold on it, but okay, it is what it is. Right, manage these two vehiculums. Oh, what are we running? A 156 capacity, mediocre type as well. Right. Right, let's just clear the palette. Cleanse the palette. We're going to definitely be running diesels. What kind of diesels? I don't know. These cost 1.8 to run a year. That's basically what they were costing to run just with the other ones. So we're not going to run the EMD. Maybe something a little cheaper. They're 1.8. They're 1.8. The DF4 series, the most frequently used passion. No, I don't want to use that. The BR single diesel. This might be okay. 1.1. This is more up at. Okay, we might use the BR218. Look, I don't think it's. The line's not quite making enough money at the moment. I could, in anticipation, put one of these on, but we've still got wagons to consider. Now this does 140 with a 235 tractive effort. It's only got one sort of uphill over here. Let's just give it a go. This one will be just the standard color, and this one here. Oh, let's make it like what does that look like? Horrible. What about like yellow? I'll accept it, but I'm not sold on it. Okay, cargo wagon. Surely we've got some new tankers. I think we're running like these. Yeah, we're running these, which are 12 capacity, which is all good when said and done. We could run these like we did on the other ones. Yeah, okay. Yeah, do it. Don't make them yellow. Alright, so make... you could try a couple of darker ones. Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay, so that's a capacity of 128 already. Give me, oh, we've got some good mix-up ones here. Have we got any? I don't think it really matters. Take the toll ones. Wait, don't take those. They don't. No, you need these up here. These don't actually take. You got to be careful of that, gang. Okay. Also, these take 18. These take 15. These take 18. These take 32. And excellent. Right, give me a couple of these. So that's a capacity of 192. We're still in good. Look at that. We're still in the good range. Okay. They're going to be expensive to run, aren't they, with these wagons? Yeah, they take a lot more capacity, don't they? Yep, okay. And then this one here, we'll give it the opposite, and two bigger ones on the end. Okay, they may run at a loss or not now and then. Where's your counterpart? Alright, he's coming around now, so we'll just sit on board. We'll sit on board this one here. The yellow actually not too bad. Actually, the yellow, if the trees weren't in the bloody way. Yeah, the yellow's come up a treat. I don't know what you were talking about, gang. You guys are having me on. Right, you can see here, we've only got one wagon that's not full up on the back. Right, now, should we be telling these guys they're only taking... They should only be taking refined anyway. They shouldn't need to do any sort of food or anything. Look, I would love to run an EMD or something on it, but I just don't think it was warranted at the moment. Well, I might go diesel engine shopping. Maybe I'll get a nice Australian number. Okay. What do we got? Do we need to manage the line? It looks like I've already managed the line, so that's at Penrith Sidings, which is there. I don't think you need to be picking up any of this stuff, but okay. At town, let me just check at Townsville to make sure. I don't want you picking up any food, tools, machine parts, con mats, plastics, or goods. Okay. And then at Penrith Annex, you shouldn't be picking up any of that anyway. I think it'll be right. I just need to tell it at Townsville it's not doing what I'm thinking it might do. Do we run? We might eventually have to run 3 trains on this as well. And then eventually we might have to even pump more ships up and down from, because it's a long trip from Townsville down to Windora. Is that what they are? Windora? I forget. It's Wind something. The Windy City, I like to call it. Right, so yeah, they change colour. They go to orange when they pick up fuel. That's groovy. Right? Finances are going to be... What's the details now on this actual train? That's a good question. Well asked, Ham. Running costs are now $4 squillion. So you may as well have just gone all out and spent $5 million. We might need to put some more tankers on this. $4 squillion a year to run. They should get things there a little bit quicker though. We probably could upgrade their track to be high speed track. Considering these guys can do what... they can do 40 odd, but taken off from stations and stuff now and then it's not really going to matter. Alright, let's see if they get held up here, if they just go straight through. Straight through. And look at this sucker up here. Haha, sucker! Look at you waiting like a pleb. Who is that? I think that's one of the old food trains, isn't it? Tools, that's the tool. That's the tools, idiots. Right, you might get held up here though. No, straight in. That's going to pick up the flow of things a heck of a lot quicker now. I wonder if in anticipation, look at all that waiting at the docks there. Wonder if in anticipation, ooh, look at all this. 287 has just landed, ready to go for our crude ships. Which finances are making a mozza now, and they probably should be. We probably should be sending some more tankers down there because clearly there's not enough, or they're not spread out enough. Put it that way. Huh. Yeah, they're literally all down here. Oh, buddy. Yeah, these guys need to spread out a little bit more, I think. I think they'll get there eventually. We could hold some off, but And then over here, oh, look at all the fuel ready to get shifted and lifted. Oh, this is fantastic. Over time, they're going to spread out and they'll be so much better. Look at them all coming in now. Actually, let's turn you around. Every second one, let's turn them around. You got 240 on board, You've got 37 on board, hopeless. I'll probably need to manually send these guys off and about. I really did a bad job by sending them all at once, didn't I? Got 2 here. You can turn back around. Don't be riding up the back of your mate there. You're just getting a free tow along, right? You turn around. And you've got 19 on board. And you just pause. Right, we'll keep you there. Then you pause, we'll keep you there. And then you pause, we'll keep you there. And then we'll send them off in that order. 1, 2, 3. Once the other guys have made it up the other end, I think. Let's click on you. And when you've made it up the other end, then we can send them off. In the meantime, we'll let the other things do their job. Let's go on down and have a look at here where we've got a bit of time up our sleeves. Now, this is the section in question that MGL was referring to in his comments. Right along here where the AI has decided in their own decision making that it'll be perfect to build right on the edge of the water and our houses will never have a landslide in. I hear you, buddy. I absolutely hear it's something I've been meaning to address for a long time. And it's, if we turn our attention over to Alice Springs, it'll be something like what I started to do along here, where I gave them a keyway, like a keyway causeway going along the front of their town, just to sort of fix things up and not be right on the edge of the water basically, and dress it up a touch, right? So, and then I was going to continue it on, but then I thought these little spots here look perfect to be just backed onto the beach, you know. So I left them. And these guys here, well, I just did nothing for them. And the bus stop here, well, wear your gumboots because sometimes the water laps up into the street. I probably should put some kind of a barrier along there. Yeah, okay, we'll get to that at some point. 2 spots to holiday destination now. You got a spot down here just outside Bondi. Probably one of the favourite spots to holiday down here. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful down here. The kids are playing. Mum and Dad are in the water. Old mate's doing his best whale impersonation. They're having a swim out here. That's a tall lady. And then you've got the down here with the resort. Well, there's resorts over here. That's like the family resort. This is like the couples retreat. Oh, eyebrows raised. And then the new holiday destination over at Kalbarri. Kalbarri's just gone gangbusters since we've given them transport. Look at these guys. They don't even have any product yet. Alright, so they really spread their wings once we sent. Oh my god, we need to get more trains or bigger trains on that line. Alright, we'll get there. It's exciting problems to have, I'll be honest. Right, how are you looking? You've got a long way to go. Okay, yeah, anyway, back to the spin. That's what I was sort of talking about. On this side, they're not too bad at the moment. The other thing is we could be upgrading that dirt road. We have trams running along a dirt road at the moment. Okay, it's no good. It's no good for people's necks. Right. So, a couple of things. We could employ some sort of docks system all the way along here, or further along anyway. I don't know if you'll get much further along, and then work off that. It's not a bad idea. How popular is it? Click on the people one. You got 51 waiting there, and I think the ship's coming back. Okay, that's a fair whack. It could be doing better. Well, maybe you should upgrade their trams. The trams seem to be doing alright, but the vehicles are probably... It's only one vehicle getting around town. And it's 141 years old also. You're still rolling. Go back. Oh, look at that old tailbone. Yeah, okay, so manage this. We'll give it manage vehicle. We'll start getting 2 on board, but we'll replace it first. Alright, we'll get to the spit bit. Just give me a chance here, guys. I want to replace you with... Ooh, what's this? The Toronto CRLV looks pretty Gucci, doesn't it? Do it. Oh yeah, hot to trot. Give them 2. It's now air conditioned. People are like, oh, you beauty, air conditioned trams. Manage the vehicle. Let's give them 2. Off you go. Enjoy that, gang. And then the other one, which is the it's the transfer heading up to Mount Isa. Oh, it's these old whippers. Alright, we're going to replace them with the LVS. The LVS has a capacity of 27. That has a capacity of 30. Let's go to 35. Okay. Should we give them a road upgrade as well? Potentially. They look quite nice. I think they're perfect for that kind of transit. Bit of light rail going up the road. So, yeah, just while we're on that, let's upgrade them. We want country, please. This one, that one. Do we want to give it kind of like that with a bus lane? Yeah, like a big sort of upgrade then, isn't it? Yeah, well, that's right, it is. And then it goes all the way to there, and then it can switch back. Okay. What about these guys here? They don't need a bus lane. But they can get a little up. Oh, they can't get a little upgrade because they're going to remain dirt for the rest of their lives unless we replug that in. We can do that later. But that will allow traffic to flow a bit better for us now, and these guys can actually go their max speed up and down, up and down, up, so we can get more people from Mount Isa down to the down and around the map, basically. Right, let's have a look here. Have you looking there, Champion? Once you get up close to Townsville, then we'll kick these guys off, okay? Until then, let's do a configuration here. Are we looking at putting any more ports in down this way? I don't think so. They're not that big at the moment. It'll get a reconfigure anyway. I don't like the way it sits. But let's slippity slap some of these long. That's it. That's as far as you can go. Well, that's a disappointment. I've got to be honest. You put one of these on? Yeah, but do you want to? Look, I can work off it. Yeah, okay, I can work off them though. A couple of houses will be removed. That's alright, I'll give them some land back. I just want to work off their actual dock system though. A few houses might actually lose their place in history along here, and yeah, to there. Okay, that gives me like a docks, a marina area. All these places along here are actually going to go, and then off here I can work around that way. Okay. Right, actually, to be honest, you're all going. Beat it, do an upgrade, so beat it. Alright, that's trees, damn it. Put the tree brush on. Oh, crikeys. Terrain, please. Give me that one. Give me this one. Excuse me, did you not get the memo? No land is being sold here at the moment. We actually don't need you to be perfect either. You don't have to be perfect. Buddy. Normally I would pause to do this, but because we've got these ships underway at the moment, looks like they're just going past the Calvary area now because they're passing the ships. Okay, we'll give you a nice sort of flatten like that. Really? Really, guys? Oh, what are you doing? I'm trying to pull you off here. There, that's better. Okay. Okay, nice. That's better. The AI can just, you know, you can just sort yourselves out. If I make it a touch higher, you'll be... Hey, buddy. I know you guys are keen, but just back off. Alright, for a second. Right. Keeping an eye. Let's bring up our patented retaining system. Actually, it's probably best now to wait for the AI to pop up in there. Let's employ a bit of fast forward tactics. Let's let them pop up, and then once they've done that, I can actually retain them up. Yep, good. Come all the way down here, and then I can retain you all, please. Which is actually good, because while we fast forward, we're going to get these guys lifted and shifted. You know what, we're going to send you now. Okay, you go first. Right, there's stuff on the deck. Off you go. Okay, good. And then you're next in line. Oh, yes you are. Alright, how are we looking here? Come on, people. Right, well, I might be able to work off that anyway. We want the wall. The wall of mystery. It's not really a mystery, is it? You use it all the time. What are we going? Besser blocks or... Yeah, or brick. Or timber. You don't really want to use timber down at the docks. Probably stone might be the way to go. Let's have a look here. Let's send you off now. Your little mate just passed you, so you go. Let's just check him, make sure he's Gucci. They're getting up towards that little riverbed now. When he gets to Townsville and he's sort of left, this guy can sort of head off, I think, then. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking stone, potentially. Okay, we've got a bit of autosave kicking in. Big stone, like they've been here a long time, right? You can do this. Bush. Under the boardwalk. Bush. I don't even care that it's going through their property a little bit. Because we can do a little bit more decorating and fix that. Maybe a fence running up along there. Right, he's into Townsville. He's pulling in now. And you can G.I. Joe. Okay. By then... Okay, that's better. They're starting to pick up a few more loads. We should get them spread out just a touch more. Okay. How much have you got on board? 240. Alright, lovely. So that ship's sort of spread out a little bit more. I might do a little bit more of that in my own time. This is coming along swimmingly. Track ride along today will be... you know what? I'm going to wait till these properties build up down here. Because this is going to run at different heights through here. So I'll just hold off for that. But I think that's a pretty good start there. We'll put one on the end here. Yep. Give me a 20. Give us a 20, Charlie. Now you can actually sit... this is going to be a little trickier, isn't it? Okay. It can get decorated in that corner, so don't stress too much. I think I'll probably sit more like that. That's not bad. Okay. All this will get fenced and decorated and so on and so forth and this and that. A bit of dirt coming through. You know what? I don't care. Should you, bud? Look, if you care that much, you could do things like this, right? Get the 40. Give me that. Come up. Spin it. You can put in a little feature, like a little feature section along here. You can make that a 3 actually. Right, little feature section all the way along. Like it's actual like a boardwalk section. Right, which just pretties it up just a little bit more. Okay, so we're not just do it using the same old walls all the time, right? And it gives it like that sort of marina feel then. Feel. Both. Right. Lovely. You get that sort of nice retained docks look with a bit of timber and so on, and yeah, you get the picture. Okay. And we'll probably employ that all the way through here. And then I'll put some jetties coming off and some fishing stuff and really get this looking really good through there. But I think that's going to... If that's kind of the start of what we're going to do. So expect more of that to come. So I hope MGL, this is going to help itch that scratch just a little bit, and we can really kick into this and dress it up. I've been meaning to do it for a long time. Look, this guy's... Where are you going? You've got a lot of food on board for these gangs, right? We're not going to do a ship ride along again today. We're going to ride out our oil trains that we've just put on. Our crude. Oh, they're crude. Some of their crude jokes. Damn, that was a crude offense to my ears saying that joke. Okay, well, buddy, we got to fix you up. Let's go. Where are you guys? What's going on here? We got trains waiting everywhere, but not one oil train waiting at all. Right, where are you going? Ah, we've just missed you, damn it. Where's your buddy? Well, this is no good. They're kind of running in tandem a little bit. Maybe we need to put a third train on. We might do that next time out. This is the guy we're going to ride out today. Once he hits Townsville, we're going to jump on board and ride it right through up to the Penrith oil refinery. Okay, let's have a little chat while we end the episode. Thanks for joining me today. Let's start with that. That's a good way to start. Thank you. Hank says hello. He's currently asleep. I don't know how he said hello. What else? More to come this week. Vanilla Spring Update series is on the road. I've got Farming Sim going. We've got Northern Lights playthrough we're doing. I don't know how many more we're going to do of those. If you guys are enjoying that, let me know. There's not a lot of views on it at the moment, but it's an enjoyable game nonetheless. And the other big game that I want to start looking at bringing is Empyrean. Doing some of that gameplay. And I've been doing some ship builds and stuff on that, so I can take you through some of those as well. So that's that chat done. More to come on this though. We're definitely going to be, look at that, whoosh, doesn't that look, what a cool shot that was. Look at that steam train. Is that the Flying Scotsman? That is a blood, I don't know if it is it? I don't know if it is, but holy snapping duckfish, that's a quick steam train. It's because we're in fast forward. Right, go back to play. Yeah, so we're going to be doing more of how much are you picking up here? You're just dropping off. Picking up. That's not too bad. 92. They're making money, by the way. They're making great money now. Okay. Yeah, more to come on this. We'll do some more decorating for sure. And so stay tuned for a bit of that. Oh, this is a great ride along. Why is there a bit of weird track? It's because of that track. Right, roger. We're going to have to do some track maintenance, I think, and upgrade some of these old tracks. You had the chance just then. Yeah, I've got to do signals and everything. Plenty more to come. Enjoy the ride along today. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye for now. Anyone else realise the irony that we just fixed this line so the trains wouldn't have to wait, and then going back now they have to wait? I might just have another look at that in my own time and see if I can do anything to fix it and then bring you guys back. Alright, enjoy.